Hey, I'm Dr. Ryan Peebles. I'm the founder of Core Balance Training, and this is my kettlebell routine. It's specific for people with a history of lower back pain. The kettlebell can be an excellent tool when used correctly for what we call lumbopelvic hip rhythm, to learn how to do the hip hinge in a functional way that supports the spine. And so I want to just go through this very simple routine so that you can use a kettlebell in a way that will benefit your body and your core and strengthen the muscles that support your spine rather than potentially cause harm or damage. So the very first thing is you want to make sure your abdominal muscles are activated. If you're a core balance training student, that means do your front and back anchors warm up. If not, find a way to make sure these are active and you can feel them. That's absolutely critical that they're turned on. And once you do that, the next thing is you want to warm up a little bit with the kettlebell. So what I like to do is kind of a deadlift type warm-up. And so I have my feet wider than my hips. I'm doing the spiral of stability, which is a different video you can check out. And I maintain that through the entire exercise. So it's kind of a rotation outward. And that locks in all my joints and makes them feel very stable. And I'm going to come down in the deadlift motion. Check the weight. I recommend a light weight to start, 8 pounds, 10 pounds, 12 pounds. And then you can work up once you get the motion to a higher weight. So I'm going to just feel the weight. That engages my core. The kind of test motion of a lift can engage the core. Okay, I'm engaged. And then I'm going to come up and just do a few deadlifts. And what I'm doing is I'm feeling my abdominals pulling my pubic bone forward. So my abdominals and my glutes are doing most of the work. It's very important to feel the muscles doing the work. It could be your lower back muscles. We're not going for that. We are not trying to use the lower back muscles. We're trying to use all the muscles around the lower back muscles to help support them and strengthen them. So once you've done a set or two of deadlifts, then you can start the swing. So I'm speeding through this for you. So do a full set or two of deadlifts, and then we can feel like we've really got our muscles engaged. We feel like we can do this hip hinge motion without pain. That's really important before you start the swing. Now with the swing, this is where it gets vulnerable. You want to start slow if you haven't done this before, because this is a way that you could hurt your lower back, or it's a way that you could really help your lower back. So I'm not trying to swing with my arms at all. My arms do nothing. The swing comes from basically hip thrusting, hip thrusting, hip thrusting, hip thrusting. And you can gradually increase the swing, and the power is the thrust. And it's coming from a combination of abdominals pulling the pubic bone forward and glutes driving the pubic bone forward from the back. So they work together as a force couple to provide this motion. I can feel the muscles working. Like I said, that's key. You want to feel that the abdominals are doing the work. If you feel this in your lower back muscles, it's time to stop, reset, and do it with a different firing pattern of your muscles. You got to do something different. Maybe go do another warm-up, activate these abdominals, and then try again. And I'm not arching my back, I'm not arching my lower back. Everything is coming through the hips. So if there's any kind of backward bending or extension motion, it's coming through here, not here. That's very important. So this should feel good. If it doesn't feel good, you need to stop, reset, and do something different. Exercises should always feel good if they're good for you. I don't believe that exercises should be painful and more pain, more gain if you're dealing with a chronic situation. So let's take it to another level. And we're gonna switch from a two-handed swing to a one-handed swing. And this is an excellent way to get the cross of abdominal muscles across your body. Now I feel more engagement coming through from the right side of my abdominals across my body. So it's important to be able to provide variety to your abdominal engagement. All the drive and motion is coming from my hips and my abdominals, and I can switch mid-swing. It takes a little bit of coordination, and I wouldn't let that distract you away from the priority of core engagement, glute and abdominal force couple. So you can come up with whatever number of repetitions that you want to do, and and it can become a fun exercise. It takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of focus to be able to talk and do a video while doing this as well. So this is kind of my routine. Like I said, it's very simple. And when you try to slow down the weight, just kind of let gravity do it. Don't try to slow it down swinging with your lower back muscles. That's another way that this can be a vulnerable activity to do, but extremely beneficial when you do it the right way. So hopefully that helps, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys all for being here. Until next time, down on the floor and connect to your core. See you next week.